When it comes to recording, and especially with young artists who've never been in a studio, I think the experience is really part of it and the learning. Not all producers feel that way, and so a lot of times young artists kind of get cattle prodded through the process and don't really understand everything that's going on. So for a young artist to learn everything that you can, understand the lingo, what when somebody says cans, that actually means headphones. Well, just understanding the vernacular, the verbiage that goes on in a studio is half of the game because at least you understand when you're in the environment what all of that means when people are talking. I think it's also really important for young artists to understand the technology. And not that you have to sit and be an engineer, but if you don't understand what the engineers are doing, you don't know how to communicate with them. So knowing what you want and being able to express that to an engineer or a producer is really important. So that comes into play with a lot of young artists. And a lot of mistakes are made sometimes because people don't know how to communicate what it is they're looking for. I think another thing that young artists do a lot of times is they try to cram a whole lot of stuff into one song. And that's when you hear people say less is more, space is grace. Make sure you leave some room so that people can breathe through your songs and don't fill it up with a bunch of nonsense that doesn't really matter. Your song and your voice is what matters.